clear telltale sign straight away. And here is your first look at a retail and fake pair of the new Yeezy 350 V2 Bred colourway. Can you tell any differences between these two? Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing a comparison between quite a recent Yeezy to release. However, it is a re-release, so these have been out for absolutely ages. And it's probably the most popular Yeezy they've ever produced. So obviously the re-release was pretty high. The quantity of pairs that they re-released was really high. However, of course, they completely sold out because this, as you can tell by the title and the thumbnail, is the Yeezy Bred 350. So it's a full black colorway with the red text, and they're so popular. So today we have a real and a fake pair. The fake pair is on my right here, and this is a retail pair that was purchased directly from Adidas. So we're just going to compare them and take a look at them. So if you got a retail pair or purchased a pair for Christmas, hopefully you got a retail pair, and this will help you tell the differences between that and a fake one. So the first thing to note is actually the box itself, and you can see straight away, look at that color difference on the top. The retail one is a much lighter cardboard color, and then the darker 350 text on the top, whereas the fake one here is a much lighter text on the top. In terms of the label, and I'll give you a close-up of this, you can see that the label on the fake pair has gone for the American style label. The retail one, obviously, I purchased in the UK, so it doesn't have that. And they've tried to replicate a store sticker as well with a $220. But if you look at the actual text on the sticker, you can see that on the fake one, it's much more bold on the fake one and not as crisp and clean as it is on the retail one. So that's pretty much it for the boxes. You've seen them so many times. These shoes are the same size, both a UK 9, and I would say the box on the fake one is slightly bigger than that of the retail one, but it's pretty hard to tell unless you have them both side by side. So we'll open it up and take a look at the shoes. So we'll open up the retail one first, and then I'll move the paper to the side, and then we'll open up the fake one. Obviously the paper doesn't come wrapped around the fake one, so that's a clear telltale sign straight away. And here is your first look at a retail and fake pair of the new Yeezy 350 V2 Bred colorway. Can you tell any differences between these two? So here are the two shoes side by side, and I have to say this is probably going to be the hardest comparison I've ever done because a full black prime net is pretty difficult to get wrong. So I'll try and go into detail at some of the differences between the two pairs. So the first thing to note actually occurs on the right pair, and it's got nothing to do with the shoe at all. As you can see, they have a label attached to the shoe. So if I give you a close-up of this, you can see that the tag used to attach it is actually a rope material on the retail one. This has seen a change from Adidas. They've changed this rope material to attach the tags to the shoe, as the fake one has still replicated the old pairs where the plastic loop actually attaches it to the shoe, so there is a clear difference here to note. So because of this black prime net, some of the differences are going to be really hard to show you on camera, but I will try my best. So what used to be a flaw with most replica pairs is the outside lace used to go over the inside lace, and once again this happens on this replica pair here. However, I have seen this happen on a few retail pairs as well, which I've actually personally picked up in the store myself, so this isn't 100% foolproof way to check your shoes. So please do not use this even on an entirely dead stock pair, because I have seen a large amount of legit checking companies using this as an excuse for the pair being fake, whereas I have personally seen retail pairs have this lace flaw as well. So if we turn the shoe to the side and take a look at the Supply 350 text on the side, you can see that there are differences here once again. The Supply 350 obviously is reversed on the right hand side, and you can see that there are size differences between the actual text itself. Also, there are font differences as well. On the retail one, the Supply 350 is a much larger and is more cleanly stitched into the prime knit itself. However, they are incredibly close indeed. Probably one of the biggest telltale signs is actually from the side angle, and if you take a look at the actual shape of the shoe, you can see a clear difference here. Obviously, the retail one looks like a classic 350 V2, whereas the fake one looks a little bit stiff and the shape is not identical to that of a retail pair. However, if you wear this shoe multiple times, you're really not going to be able to tell at all. Looking at the stitching going down the middle, there really is not much difference here at all. I'd say the fake one stitching is slightly thicker than the retail one, but you're really struggling to tell this because it's a black stitching over a black prime knit. What used to be a telltale sign was the number of stitches in the back pull tab going in between the rectangle stitching. On this one, they are identical. The replica has pretty much perfected this because this was a known flaw for quite a while. When I talked earlier about the shape of the shoe, probably the most noticeable part is actually on the back heel. So if I show you the fake one here, and you can see the heel is pretty much going completely straight all the way down from the top to the back of the sole, whereas if I show you the retail one, you can see there is such a curve to the back of the shoe, which is very distinct to 350 V2s. So that is a clear difference to note straight away, and with where a heel bump will appear towards the back, that's just how the shoe is designed. Spinning the shoe upside down, and probably what this shoe is most known for is the boost on the bottom, and I'll give you a close-up of this as well. So the fake one has gone for the old boost pattern on the bottom, like on the old 350 V2 Bred. So as you can see from the close-up that I'm showing you, the pattern is completely different. On the retail pair, they obviously had the updated boost, which has those grooved circles spread out all over the boost, whereas on the fake one it does not. Taking out the inner paper from both pairs, I have to say they've done a very good job at this paper indeed. There's practically no difference at all. Obviously the shape is different, but that really depends on how the person stuffed it in the shoe. In terms of colour and feel, they're absolutely identical. Now taking a look at the insole, and I'll give you a close-up of this. Looking at the insole, there really is not much difference at all. I would say there's a slight angle to the text on the fake one. It isn't completely straight in the middle of the insole, but other than that, they've got the 3 lines and all the Adidas print correct. Looking at the bottom of the insole, and I'll give you a really detailed close-up look of this, you can see the Adidas symbol at the heel. The R logo to the right of the Adidas symbol is much crisper and cleaner on the retail pair, comparing that to the fake one, where you pretty much can't make out what letter it is. Looking at the honeycomb print at the forefoot of the insole and at the back of the insole, I would say it's much more cleaner on the fake one, and is actually indented a lot deeper on the fake one, comparing this to the retail one. When taking a look at the inside label, there's practically no difference at all. There are slight differences between the text, but there's not really much to notice, and with a few wears it will kind of smudge, so you won't really be able to tell the difference there. Looking at the sole, and I don't know if this is going to show up on camera, it's slightly more glossy on the fake one, comparing that to the retail one. It's a slightly more shiny look to it. However, they are very close indeed, and with a few amounts of wear, you're really not going to be able to tell. So this is the end of the comparison, and as you can probably tell, they've done a pretty good job of the Breds. There really isn't much you can go wrong with on a full black shoe. They pretty much just need to focus on the red detailing. Hopefully from this video you've managed to see there are still slight differences between the two pairs, and if you did get a pair for Christmas, hopefully you can spot if they are retail or fake. Let me know down below in the comments what you got for Christmas. Did you get any Yeezys or any other kind of shoe, and are they real? But thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a great Christmas and holidays with the family.